got this.
Yeah.
Look, I can explain. I'm sorry.
I need to see you. Meet me in Fuller's office.
I know the truth.
Where are you?
You could call it the end of the world. How many simulated worlds like this are there?
Thousands. But yours is the only one that ever created a simulation within the simulation. Something that we never could have expected. We programmed this world so that no one in it could ever learn the truth, and you and Fuller did. Don't you see what that means?
There's just one little flaw in your thesis. None of this is real. You pull the plug. I disappear. And nothing I ever say, nothing I ever do, will ever matter. Why don't you find my user? I'm sure he's a much better catch.
The Black Swan is correlated to this timeline through a process of intricate actions using a concept called retrocausality. The process of retrocausality has been initiated either from another timeline, the future, higher dimensional space, or a current unknown region of the continuum, not known to this universe, inhabited by this author. The experiment that was begun on the blockchain set forth a chain of events that they cannot be accounted for by those outside the spectrum of the Black Swan phenomenon. The information has been sent to what you could consider a present, past, and/or future, all acting in cohesion to accomplish a structured goal, which is the manifestation of the Black Swan. The natural world of physics cannot apply to the Black Swan, for it is not bound by the laws of entropy or any evolutionary process that has been established by the scientific community in its current state. Therefore, one can summarize the origin of the Black Swan not being local.
The hope is that if the collision has enough energy, it may eject some of the debris from the collision from our dimensions, forcing it to enter into the other dimensions. How would we know it? Well, we'll measure the amount of energy after the collision, compare it to the amount of energy before, and if there's less energy after the collision than before, this will be evidence that the energy has drifted away, and if it drifts away in the right pattern that we can calculate, this will be evidence that the extra dimensions are there. And if we are right, some of the energy of that collision will go into debris that flies off into these extra dimensions. So this is the kind of experiment that we'll be looking at in the next 5, 7 to 10 years or so. And if this experiment bears fruit, if we see that kind of particle ejected by noticing that there's less energy in our dimensions than when we began, this will show that the extra dimensions are real. And to me, this is a really remarkable story and a remarkable opportunity. And this is an experiment that may test for them in our lifetime. Amazing possibility.
Now, one such as myself, successful as I am, has seen a lot of failure in my life, right? In fact, with me at the top of the pyramid, at the front of the race, I would go so as far as to say even that I just stood by and observed everybody else in my life fail, my friends, my colleagues. I just invited them to come along with me if they wanted to. They could join me on my journey, and everybody has just said, no, they're good on their own, they're gonna continue down their path, and they just went into ruin. And I went onto the path of success. So I have this weird thing about me where I would say to myself, I will let you fail. I let other people fail because they just don't want to join me on my path. And I've had to just accept and make peace with the fact that I need to let other people fail. I need to let them make their own mistakes.